And moving on to another big development coming from Moscow, because after months of anticipation, the much-awaited meeting between US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin is finally on the horizon. The Kremlin has officially confirmed that an agreement has been reached for the two leaders to meet in coming days. And most likely, this meeting may take place in August itself. This will mark the first summit between the two leaders since 2021. The confirmation came a day after Trump's envoy, Steve Witkoff, who visited Moscow and had a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, and as well as his close friend and investment chief. Meanwhile, the Russian President Vladimir Putin met UAE, United Arab Emirates President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and said that it was important for the two of them to discuss the regional security issues. He later also stated that the UAE is one of the suitable places to hold a meeting with US President Donald Trump. While he stated that he was not, on the whole, against the idea of meeting Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, but he also added that certain conditions should be created for such a meeting. He stressed that the current situation was far from being ready for it. Meanwhile, the US President Donald Trump had earlier suggested of holding a trilateral meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Russian Direct Investment Fund and President Putin's investment envoy Kirill Dmitriev said that the two leaders' meeting will be a great opportunity to convey Russia's position to the US president.
Excuse me for interrupting such an interesting incursion, but in light of the recent news about your possible meeting with Trump, I would like to ask you, who was the initiator of the summit? Both sides showed their interest. Who said what first does not matter. We have a lot of friends that are ready to help us organize such an event. Here is one of our friends, the President of United Arab Emirates. I think we will decide, but this could be one of the suitable venues. And what about Zelensky? Will you hold meeting with him? I have been repeatedly saying that I, in general, have nothing against it. This is possible. But before that, certain conditions could be created. And unfortunately, we are still far from creating such conditions.
Putin and Zelensky agreed to a summit yet? And where and when would that be?
Well, there's a very good prospect that they will. And we haven't determined where, but we had some very good talks with President Putin today. And there's a very good chance that we could be ending the end of that road. That road was long and continues to be long, but there's a good chance that there will be a meeting very soon.